What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And we're back out here for some more trapping. We got a call later in the evening last night about a property that is having a major beaver issue, and they were wondering if we could come down and get some sets in for them and see if we can help them out. This creek that we're trapping is only about 10 yards wide, and I don't believe it's supposed to be very deep, but the landowner actually just brought us out here and showed us around a little bit and where they're having issues and what's going on.
It's
and
way worse than we expected.
Yeah, this definitely is not what we were expecting. A lot of the properties we have trapped, they've had, you know, small dams in them that are 2-3 foot, but look what we're dealing with here. Hopefully you guys can see that for a fairly good perspective. Yeah, they got that. It's at least 5 foot tall, this dam, and it runs all the way along here, and they're actually starting to back that up down there as well. So,
And that's all supposed to be dry land.
yeah, that's all dry. He said there's usually not water here. He said every now and again, if they get a bunch of rain, there might be a little water up there, but not like there is now. So unfortunately, we only get about probably 50 yards to work with here, to be on the high side. So that's what we're gonna try and do. We're gonna try and get on the high side and see if we can get some beaver out of here for them. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We got 4 rods. We got some 330s, but right now there ain't nowhere to set a 330. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, guys, so we finally got over here to the other side. I just walked in just to see what I had for depth. I got to make sure we got enough depth that hopefully if they do get in it, they transpire. So I found one spot right here just above the dam, probably 10 yards, 8 yards, and I think I'm going to be able to get a good rod in here. I'm only probably 4 foot from the bank, and I'm knee deep, so we're going to try and get one in here and get us a caster mount set. But I'm probably going to try and do something right here in front of this tree, just that way I have a backing and maybe don't have quite as much of a chance of them walking up and around it. So all right, guys, well, that's set number 2. We are going to be using 2 different casters again, backbreaker and timber. They both worked real good for us in the past, and we just put both of them in there, see, so these beaver get real nervous that there's quite a few more that showed up. But got that one in and got this first one in. I don't know if I put it in the video or not, but these bottoms, I don't know if there's just a ton of rock under the little bit of mud that's on top, or if there's just that many trees down under. But here's the first set we put in. Put a caster mount right in front of that to have a little bit of backing, and then we got 2 more. We're gonna go see if we can find something else on the other side or not. So stay tuned. Hopefully I don't struggle to put more sets in. All right, guys, so pretty much the last property of the line, and we thought we were gonna be empty-handed again. The last couple days has been absolutely miserable for us. We got a pretty cold spurt and some nasty weather and a lot of wind, so I don't know if maybe that held a lot of the critters up or what's going on. And then we just set a brand new property for beaver that's got a 5.5 foot tall dam and spans, I don't know, probably 60 yards, 70 yards through a timber, and we ain't even seen activity there. So finally got us a coon in this one, so we're gonna get him out, get it remade, and then I think I'm gonna move the box over here on this side to a different location and see if we can pick some more critters up on that side too. So yeah, catch you guys in the next spot. Finally a bigger one. He ain't big, but bigger than what we have been catching, guys. I don't know what's been going on this piece of property, but it just ain't been moving, ain't been catching. And we had nothing but rain last night, and somehow this coon is dry. and not muddy. Like I said, he's not a big coon, but he's bigger than what we've been catching. So I don't know if maybe he just finally moved late enough into the morning he didn't get super wet and muddy, or what happened, but he got a lot of orange and red to him. Not the greatest looking fur, but still got them long dark guard hairs anyways. So we're gonna get him dispatched and get on down the way. See if he was the only goofball that moved today or what. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, well, hopefully I'm recording here. This property's been set for, pretty sure this is our 5th check on it. First night, every trap was set off by coons. After that, we got some cold weather. Everything froze up. When that happened, I searched and searched and searched on just the piece that we have permission to figure out if they had a bank den, if they had a lodge, if they had anything. And there was absolutely no sign. The only reason I'm recording right now is because I finally don't see something floating. This is probably the deepest drowner we have. So I'm kind of hoping there's a beaver in it finally, but I don't know. It's not looking too promising, and I'm not sure what's going on at this location. It's just ain't been working out for us. Unfortunately, I don't see no fur. Especially since our yeah, here we go again. I don't know, guys. I can't figure this property out. The only things that I've been trying to explain between me and Alicia trying to figure it out is either somebody above us is trapping them and pulling some out, or they just don't live down here. I don't know. It's weird. 3 rods here, and I haven't seen any sign of beaver coming up into these castor mounds. I'm pretty sure that again was a coon. It's really grayish, whitish fur in the trap, so I don't know. It really ain't much for. Oh yeah, there's coon tracks there. So yeah, I don't know what else to do here, guys. I mean, trying to help this landowner out and get some of these out of here, but we also have some neighboring properties that they don't want to help, but they're furious about it just as well, because the beavers are doing the same thing to their property as they are the guy that gave us permission. So we're just gonna leave them in and see if we can, I don't know, maybe get lucky. But like I told you guys before, I was hoping to make this its own series with as bad as they had it here, but that ain't gonna work. So stay tuned, guys. Leave us some comments down below if you got any other ideas for us to try or do or anything. The other bad part about this property is it's rock everywhere on this bottom, so getting a stake in not nice. So yeah, I'm gonna get this remade and get out of here. Alright guys, well unfortunately we've had some pretty rough weather these last couple days, and sounds like we're gonna have some more rough weather come tomorrow as well. But this trap here has been set since we set this parcel. Haven't had any luck on it. So it's been a few days since I came over and checked it to make sure we were still clean on bait. But I was like, you know what, I'll come over here again today, check it, and as soon as I walked down the bank, this guy was in it. So yeah, not a giant coon, but not a tiny coon. Looks like he's pretty well furred up. So we're gonna get him dispatched and carry on down the way. Still got I don't know, 3 or 4 traps I think on this property. 1, 2, 3, 4 traps still still to check. So hopefully he wasn't the only one that moved over Christmas night. But yeah, we will see if we got any more. All right, guys, so we just pulled up at our major otter spot, and I don't know what's been going on here this year. Just ain't had the luck. We even tried setting a box out, baited up for them, and just weren't having any luck. But yeah, showed up today, and we got us a freaking jumbo in here. Gonna be interesting how I'm gonna get him out, because it looks like he is latched with his teeth onto that spring right there, and it's kind of looking like we got pretty lucky on that catch. It's not behind his head, it's on his head. But I don't know, I've been having some issues with this 220 lately. It ain't been closing like it's supposed to, and all this fun stuff, but I think we might have broke our biggest otter record right here, guys. I think this is the biggest one we've caught. And that's just from me looking at it and guess. I'm trying to work around this sapling right now. It ain't working out very well for me. Let's see if we can get in here and do it this way. Come on. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Also, guys, just a little bit of future reference for you. If you guys are missing safeties, might want to put them back on. I don't know what happened here. We ended up losing one of our safeties off of this, so makes it a little tough to get critters out and reset. But yeah, I don't know. That's why it's bent. This 220 ain't been closing the greatest, and this other spring ain't sliding all the way up. But I think I know why. It's a little bent. But it's caught. I think we caught I think we've had 2 coons out of this, maybe. And now I think biggest otter of our career. But we're gonna get it remade, because like I said, this is our major property that we got for otter. The farmer really wants them out of here. I mean, they are absolutely annihilating this fish population. And as you can see, they're not little. So yeah, I'm gonna get this dressed back up, run down here and check the box quick, and get out of here. Back on the trap line. I'm gonna be reeling up front with you guys. This last week has been pretty miserable on the trap line for us. I think there was about 4 or 5 days here where I didn't have the camera because we weren't catching nothing. We finally got some cold weather that moved in. There was one day we actually caught 2 nice coons, and that day is the day I forgot the camera. So then we started bringing the camera again, and now we finally got us one. I don't know what's been going on this year. Been a weird year. Ain't really been a whole lot of coons moving in our area anyways, and the ones that have been moving, it don't seem like they're hungry. They're not coming into food in our DPs. They're not coming into food in boxes. Most of the coons that we've been picking up have been 220 or blind sets, or in our drowning rods. For some reason they love that caster. So anyways, back out on the line today, like I said. We're on our last property of the day and checking some, or getting ready to rebait some traps that haven't caught in the last couple days. And yeah, we got a coon, so he's down there chewing on a weed. But yeah, probably 2x, 3x coon, nothing crazy. Got some pretty good color to him. Not a whole lot of yellow, a lot more gray and silver in this one. But we're gonna get him taken care of and get these traps redone and see what this next week and a half is gonna bring. We got some gnarly weather coming in. Looks like some real cold weather here in about a week, and looks like we could end up with 6 inches of snow. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, we're back out on the line, and yeah, came up to this furthest drowning rod down on this property. This is the one that we got called into this year to come try and get some of these beavers out. And we ended up with, I think we ended up with 2 beaver, we had 2 otter, and then we got some more big footholds for beaver for Christmas. So we ended up bringing them out because we went about 4 days consistently with missing, and we were kind of getting frustrated. And that's going to happen with them coyote traps because they are dogless and they're offset, so there is a gap, so you have no chance of getting a toe catch. But as soon as after we switched them traps out, we ended up catching one just up the way some. Came out here yesterday, so we're up to 3 beavers. Came out here yesterday. That one was not touched, but this one today, trap's gone. I don't see it laying here. And then if you guys can see here where my stick is, there's like a big spot here that you can tell was thawed and then ended up freezing. Otherwise it'd look like this and be a little thicker, where this stuff's fairly thin. So we're gonna get this busted out and cross our fingers we got one sitting at the bottom of this rod. Either that or a otter. Be just fine with either one of them. Try and get some of this broke out here first. The other thing, guys, I'm not a huge informative person, but even this time of year where we're going through that freeze thaw, if you're only in, like, I don't know, I've even done it with 1/2 inch ice before, but even if you come in when you're making your checks every day, come in, bust all this ice up, blow it out of the hole, splash your caster mound, that scent will stay there until that freezes back up. So if these beaver do move, and like this time of year it's not really freezing up till later in the day, or later in the evening I guess I should say, these beavers still have plenty of time to cross over. That caster scent's gonna get out to wherever they are. You can still catch your beavers this way. Don't think that as soon as the ice comes in, all right man, I gotta switch over, you know, from my drowning rods to all 330s, because like this place, if we had to do that, we wouldn't be catching them. If you guys remember from when we first set this, we actually did set a 330, and it was tripped almost every day on a bank den. And a lot of that's because, I don't know if you guys run into the same problem, but we run into it a lot where these beavers have already been trapped by other people, so they know what a 330 is, so they get trap shy and they'll see it, they'll turn around, kick off, and that's what's a lot of times tripping your traps. But, oh, there he is. Yes. Oh, that's a good one too. Sweet. So I make beaver 4 out of this place, guys, and I'd be willing to bet that we've missed probably this one and that last one we caught. We've probably missed them before, and we just got lucky enough that we're running 2 different casters, so it's a little different scent. So maybe they can't put 2 and 2 together, you know, constantly. But yeah, another good beaver. Get him out. Toss him up there. And we gotta try and get this remade. All right, guys, well, that last clip you saw, I was really kind of hoping to turn that beaver property kind of into its own little series, but after further inspection and after the first couple days of checking it, we've come to the realization that them beavers are not living on that property. That ditch stretches for about another mile up the road there, and there hasn't been any activity. It actually froze up a couple days, and it's been nothing but small coons moving. Froze up pretty good for, I don't know, I think it was like 3 days, and there wasn't any activity. No bubble trail anywhere, no sign, of them crossing the dam for anything, no nothing. So it's gonna probably get thrown into just a trapping episode. But anyways, the weather that we've had recently has not been very good, to say the least. And so a lot of stuff ain't been moving. We're finally, well, it's actually, shouldn't say finally, but we're starting to warm up again now. So I have a feeling there's going to be some more activity within the next couple days, and it looks like we got quite a bit of rain coming in the forecast too, so that's going to really shake some things up as well. But yeah, so we're back here on a property that we were asked to come in for beaver as well. We have pulled, as you guys have seen in the past, we've pulled 2 of them out of this property. Which was a huge plus for the farmer, and also 2 otters, believe it or not. We really didn't think or expect we'd be pulling them out of here, but we've gotten them out of here, and then a few coons. And the first 2 or 3 out of here were good size, and recently they've all been like this. So, but we're gonna throw them in the back of the truck and keep running. All right, y'all, well, we're at the second drowning rod, and it's tripped again. Also got a track right here in the caster mount. Looks like a front beaver foot. But almost every time now after we caught that last otter, everything's been tripping this, but we ain't been catching. So we came out the other day. We actually got another dozen beaver traps for Christmas. So we came out and swished the traps that were in it for beaver traps, and we got us one. Finally. Not a big one, and it is a toe catch, so unfortunately the traps that were here, we weren't going to be able to get a toe catch on because we were using our coyote traps. So I don't know, hopefully the beavers that we did miss, or if they even were beaver to be exact, hopefully that don't happen anymore, and hopefully it didn't get them too smart. So obviously this one wasn't too smart. We caught him, just another 2-year-old, so that makes 3 beavers out of this property now and 2 otters. But we're gonna get this reset and get going. The county that we deer hunt in, we have a late season hunt this weekend. Started Thursday, today's Friday, and goes till Sunday. So we're gonna try and get out and see if we can get another deer knocked down. But yeah, awesome. That's what they asked us to come in here and do, was get beavers out, and that makes 3. So 3 makes me a happy guy. They're not the biggest beavers, but they can do some destruction. Don't care how big they are.